From the outside, my life appeared perfect, a picturesque facade that concealed the storm brewing within. Anxiety had woven its intricate threads around my mind, and each day was a struggle to maintain a semblance of normalcy. But deep down, I held onto a glimmer of hope that someday I would find a way to untangle the knots and breathe freely again. My journey began with heart palpitations that seemed to have a rhythm of their own. Simple tasks like making a phone call or attending a social event would send my pulse racing. Overthinking became my constant companion, its whispers of doubt amplifying the smallest uncertainties into paralyzing fears. The world around me felt like a labyrinth, each step fraught with imagined dangers. Amidst the chaos, I discovered the power of grounding techniques. I would press my palms against a textured surface, focus on the sensation, and count my breaths. This simple act brought me back to reality, reminding me that I was safe in the present moment. It was my first glimpse of the control I could wield over my anxious mind. As I navigated the roller coaster of anxiety, I found solace in art. Brushstrokes became my voice when words failed me. With each stroke of paint on canvas, I released the tangled thoughts that threatened to consume me. This creative outlet allowed me to express emotions I couldn't put into words and provided a tangible reminder of my capacity to transform pain into beauty. Anxiety often felt like a fierce whirlwind threatening to tear me apart. But gradually, I learned to harness that energy. I began practicing mindfulness meditation, embracing the idea that thoughts were like passing clouds, temporary and ever-changing. It wasn't about silencing my mind, it was about observing the thoughts without judgment and letting them drift away. One day, I stumbled upon a support group for individuals with anxiety disorders. The stories I heard were both heartbreaking and inspiring. I realized that I wasn't alone in this struggle, and the stigma I had attached to my anxiety began to dissolve. Sharing my experiences with others who understood brought a sense of belonging I hadn't felt in a long time. I learned that my anxious mind was a treasure trove of empathy and intuition. These qualities, once seen as weaknesses, became my strengths. They allowed me to connect with others on a deeper level, to sense their unspoken emotions, and to offer comfort when words fell short. Every step forward was a leap of faith. The first time I attended a social gathering without succumbing to panic, the first time I boarded a plane without crippling fear, each victory was a testament to my resilience, and with each triumph, my confidence grew. Anxiety no longer held me captive. It became my driving force. It urged me to explore new coping strategies and seek professional help. Therapy introduced me to cognitive behavioral techniques that unraveled the twisted patterns of my thinking. I began to challenge my irrational fears and replace them with rational alternatives. Slowly, I rewired my thought patterns, creating space for positivity to flourish. My journey through anxiety wasn't linear. Setbacks were as much a part of it as progress. But with each setback, I learned to be kinder to myself. I realized that healing wasn't about perfection. It was about growth. It was about acknowledging my vulnerabilities and embracing them as part of my story. To those who find themselves trapped in the clutches of anxiety, I offer these practical tips that guided me on my journey. Grounding techniques. Engage your senses to anchor yourself in the present moment when anxiety strikes. Touch, sight, smell. These sensations can help ground you. As I stand at the crossroads of my journey, I realize that anxiety was not my enemy. It was my catalyst for growth. Each battle I fought forged me into a stronger, more empathetic individual. My anxious mind, once a prison, became a wellspring of resilience and inner strength. And as I continue to navigate life's challenges, I do so with the knowledge that I am not defined by my anxiety. I am defined by my ability to rise above it. I truly appreciate you all listening. Please share this with someone who will appreciate you sharing it, and subscribe. Love you.